Juanita, where were you sent when you were evacuated during the Blitz?
When I was staying with my auntie, it was in Liverpool, and one night I was lying in bed and the bomb fell on the house next door. And then suddenly I heard this big crash and the window fell where I was sleeping, but it fell right across the two wooden arms of the chair. All the glass fell on me, but because I was under the blankets, I got quite a lot of little cuts on me, but no bad ones. And then my auntie came running in, and I don't remember the story. She probably made me a cup of cocoa or something.
What age were you?
I was nearly 8.
You were 8 years old, so you'll have never left where you'd grown up until that point.
I wasn't frightened. It was all a big adventure.
Yeah.
It's only when you get older, you look back and think, gosh, that was scary. But I wasn't scared at the time.
Every night I would sob quietly into my pillow. But then, of course, one was in the Midlands and back to nightly bombing.
We didn't have a shelter in our house, but next door had a shelter, and that was made of iron. And we'd be in there from 5 o'clock in the evening till 7 o'clock the next day.
What was it like when the sirens went off?
Oh, they just went off. You heard them, and you just...
Was there a bit of a panic? Were you
No, because you're in there and you couldn't do nothing anyway. You'd hear it go, and you'd stay there till it finished. Then you'd come out of there and do the same thing the next day. And we'd go in the playground every morning and they'd say, you may get evacuated and you may not. Well, the day come and he said, you're going to be evacuated. Me and my sister went to Kettering, 76 mile out of London.
When you went to the railway station to be evacuated, what was it like?
You had a little box with a gas mask in it, and then you were all poled into the trains, and we went to Kettering. There was loads and loads of kids like. They said me and my sister would stay together, but they separated us.
Oh, wow.
My mum and dad found us and come to see us. When they said, where's Gwenny? I said, she's not here. I said, I ain't seen her. And anyway, and she was in some kind of an orphanage. And Mum and Dad didn't like that, so I'd already got my clothes because they took me out these people's house. We said, we'll find your sister. So we got Gwenny, and then we come home to London, got back into school, and we was off again. This time, we were supposed to have been together and we was parted for no apparent reason. I don't know where my sister went because they got her first. I never even saw her. Anyway, that was before my mum and dad come. When they saw me, they said, come and get your clothes out. And we went home and I stayed in London the rest of the war. First night I got home, the bombs dropped.
And you never see yourself as being brave or what you had to go through?
But mainly because you had the same thing in common with everybody. You didn't feel different.
No different at all.
You got quite emotional when you were talking about when you were separated from your sister. Why did they separate you then?
No idea at all. She went that way, that group, and I'd go that way.
Did you say a chance to say goodbye, or they just...
No, they just moved us away like that. There was no this, that and the other. They told us that brother and sisters, or 2 brothers or 2 sisters, whatever, you were going to stay together. And each time we was parted.
Children of today have so much more than we had, and they don't realise how very lucky that they are.
Yes, my personal memory of feeling unhappy was just going back to school. It did feel there was a Blitz spirit in London and probably all the other places.
Did you think Britain was going to win the war?
Yes, never had a doubt about it.
Even at our age, you could look at the paper and see what was going on as they was moving forward or backwards or sideways. I mean, even Dunkirk, we knew all about Dunkirk.
I can only look back and realise how wonderful we all were, but you don't think that when you're young.